interested at all in the Steven Crowder Daily Wire contract drama, you can check it out. David Landau was talking to Michael.
Landau.
Dave Landau was talking to Michael Malice, and a majority of it was about how he was on Crowder and about him leaving Crowder. Now, obviously, it's one-sided, right? We're just hearing Dave's perspective. We don't know what the defense is or the counter to any of this is. But if half of what Dave says is true about how he was treated and how his contracts worked and how Steven Crowder behaved, it makes Steven Crowder look like a horrible person.
Yeah, Steven
and
Crowder.
A total hypocrite. So.
It looks as though Steven Crowder is terrified of other comedians being around him that are funnier than him.
That is that is what Dave is leading us to believe. Yeah.
Which is just, I mean, it's so sad. It's a twisted tale of backstabbing and betrayal, right. Which I thought was great. But the Anthony Kuma show, is it Anthony? I hope I'm getting his name right. Let me know.
Opie and Anthony guy.
Right. He evidently, Dave Landau was on his show, and Dave Landau left the show to go to Crowder and kind of screw over Anthony Cumia. And he said, I want to say that this is like karma, but I don't know.
Oh, really? That's what?
Yeah, totally.
That's so funny. See, but that's important why Dave on Michael Mouse should be one-sided. It's like a one-sided thing because whenever Michael asks him about Opie and Anthony's show, he makes it seem like they left on good terms.
Okay, they're saying Cumia in the chat, so Anthony Cumia.
No, but... So,
Dave Landau is going to be on Anthony Cumia's show on Monday.
Yeah,
so we'll have to see that.
Anonymous Cow for $20 says TJ is literally fighting with J.K. Rowling Twitter right now over the banana thing.
No way.
That's crazy. Red 473 for $50. Thanks so much. Says I have to do some tattling.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I hope it's Sitch.
Stephen Michael Davis remarked that both of you were wrong about the new deal in his last video. I did see that.
Did you? Yeah. I was like, what the hell? How am I getting?
How dare you, Stephen Michael Davis? You libertarian. I never would have guessed that a libertarian.
I think you called FDR a fascist. That's your favorite president.
He's the best.
Shots fired.
I feel like I say that.
My favorite president.
You're un-American.
Washington.
What a basic bitch. I think it's simplistic to say poverty causes crime and crime doesn't cause poverty. I think they're both factors.
Right.
Back and
Right.
forth. But yeah, no, it doesn't bother me. I don't say like, fucking idiots, blah blah blah. Like it wasn't like super, at least the part I saw, I didn't seem super insulted about it. So.
Oh, you didn't watch the whole video?
I didn't watch. I just watched the part.
Oh. I watched it. And I watched it before I even knew there was a mention in there.
There you go.
I was told that he mentioned Why Nations Fail. I was like, yes, based. And then I got mentioned, and I was like, dude, why are you throwing me under the bus? Look, this is Sitch is the FDR guy. I tried to look up the book that he references. He references something the FDR myth. And I went and looked at the book, and it's written by looks like some radical libertarian, just like completely biased. And I was like, interesting. I don't know.
But yeah, no, I'm a bot. But thank you for tattling Red, but I'm not bothered by it.
Doesn't sound
Very well.
sound depressed, but
Also, Chud said Snitch was smarter. Sitch. Chud said that Sitch was the smarter of the two of you.
oh really?
Let them fight. There you go.
Chud said that?
I mean, we all know that's true. So.
Chud told me I was the nicer.
Nicer. What is nice guy? You know, Chud actually, I should tweet about this. Chud had a fantastic video where he
I know.
annihilates from orbit Pyramid Head, aka Bill Cipher that you have at home, aka Illuminati, who was on the leftist media.
Leftist mafia.
Yeah. She very, very stupidly went after Legal Eagle, who's kind of a darling of the left.
Oh yeah.
And, I mean, I don't think he's like a source or anything, but he went after him and accused him and his editor of stealing from her in, like, the dumbest fucking way imaginable. It was very obviously not stealing. And he just had some kind of weird emotional breakdown or something about it. And it was so bad, and her accusation was so stupid, that even H. Bomber Guy attacked her publicly on Twitter for the call-out.
H Bomber Guy is insane. That guy's nuts.
Yeah, if H Bomber Guy is
with
calling you
anything
out.
he says.
If you're on the left and H Bomber Guy is calling you out, you know that's a bad sign.
That guy's totally bad faith too. Completely bad faith.
So I recommend you guys check that out at some point. It's on Shotbot.
We're gonna cover one of her videos next week. Wow. She made some insane video about
Yeah, she did a bad video on defining woke, and who knows, maybe she'll get mad at us for covering the video. That'd be pretty fun.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
We'll find out. Oh my god. The squirrel, the Twitter squirrel sent us money.
Really?
Yeah, did you know
I
that?
don't believe it.
Z Squirrel, the Twitter squirrel, for $2. Can't believe it. This is the official, real Twitter squirrel. Says, interesting that the 1 week these supposed centrists start their stream on time is the week they criticize a trans woman. Why are you so anxious to defame and strong LGBTQ plus time?
It's like
I didn't even
Cinch's
notice.
thing.
I didn't even notice we were on time.
We weren't late? Oh, I feel like we were a few minutes late.
God, how terrible of us. Anyway.
But I love them. I'll just have to find another way. This is touching and human and also kind of a conflict of interest. The problem is, Megan's views about this only make sense if you assume that Megan is the main character of reality. If you assume that the moral improvement of bigots is more important than protecting the people they target. Or if you assume that changing bigots' minds is the only way to make social progress. Which it isn't. As far as I know, Anita Bryant is 83 years old, and she's still homophobic. But even without Anita's blessing, gay rights have still somehow managed to progress since the 1970s. Because gay activists didn't need to persuade Anita Bryant. They needed to defeat her, and that's what they did.
This is so stupid. Defeating Anita Bryant didn't do anything. You don't need to defeat her. You need to persuade the electorate.
Yeah.
You need to persuade other people.
Well,
Which,
people
by the
don't
way,
usually
they
change
never
their mind.
fucking accomplished.
Yeah.
They literally never accomplished. All these rights were granted through the court system.
That's true, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
And
you're right.
now they're afraid because that means the court system can revoke.
Right, yeah. Yeah. Interesting, isn't it?
We have to accept that realistically, persuading all the bigots is just not enough. Yes, we should convince as many people as possible, but there will always be bigots. And mocking them, shaming them, or patting them is, I think, a perfect strategy. Does that mean that when we cancel bigots, we're acting kind of like the Westboro Baptist Church? Nar. You would only think that if you're a total moral relativist. I guess controversial opinion, but bigotry is shameful, and
So, first of all, it's the left that's the moral relativist, so that's kind of funny. brings it up. But no, again, it's like you have a right to own a gun and defend yourself. That doesn't mean you have a right to shoot the person that drives into your driveway by mistake. Okay, that's the problem. You guys, the trans activists and the woke movement, is canceling anyone for any fucking reason, because you have this idea that you're, number one, you don't believe in free speech. You don't believe in any of the liberal principles whatsoever about free speech at all. You think it's all bullshit. You think it's all power games and bullshit, so you don't believe in it. And so the kind of it's really the woke side that has this absolute view on everything, and it's like this weird gaslighting to pretend like it's, you know, the anti-woke side that has the absolutist position on this stuff.
Yeah, the more that you call these people bigots, citation needed. I don't buy it. I don't think they're going to come off. I don't think history's going to remember these people as bigots. I fundamentally see the conflict completely differently. I think the conflict over women's only spaces and sports, which seems to be the only thing that there is conflict over.
I don't know. I think there's a bigger conflict over children transition. I think that's the bigger motivation.
Sure, yeah. Well, even in that situation, I think that's going to become illegal. I just fundamentally, from a philosophical perspective, I don't see how someone can consent to some sort of treatment that they have like zero awareness of. How can you consent to a treatment before you have gone through puberty?
Right.
That just seems ridiculous to me.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, this is the problem that
Рассказывай давай.
Contra refuses to acknowledge, which is that from the beginning, we're not stupid.